This is Middle Collegiate Church, the home church of a man who had sought asylum here in the U.S. from Cayman Island, where he was persecuted for being LGBTQ. This church says it's got resolve now when it had anticipated to have a joyous reunion.
Yay! We're going to get a bond, and he's going to be free. And sure enough, the ICE agents decided to block that bond, though the judge had passed it.
Reverend Jackie Lewis talks about the latest chapter in the ongoing detention case of Alan Dabrio Marrero, one of her church members. His story has been the focus of a lot of support for more than 2 months now. Dabrio Marrero was detained by ICE when he went to a scheduled court hearing just before Thanksgiving. That's when the man who's been in the U.S. a decade and his husband, Matthew Marrero, were told that because he had missed a green card hearing years earlier in a mix-up with the U.S. mail, he was being detained. More than 1,000 signatures in a petition and a large news conference later, Dabrio Marrero had been approved for a release on bond scheduled for Thursday. Instead, ICE chose an option to take 10 days to re-review Dabrio Marrero's case. Alan's husband, Matthew, is in Natchez, Mississippi, where he's able to visit Alan in ICE detention there. Husband Matthew Marrero spoke with Pix 11 News by phone and said he'd planned to accompany his husband back home to New York on Thursday. That is not happening for now.
Frustrating to be sitting across from him and not be able to console him or hug him or hold his hand. It's awful.
But he said he remains hopeful because of support from people like members of Congress and members of his church.
He has a very strong case for not being deported. If we don't do something now, James, about this, we won't have a country to mourn.
We've reached out to the Department of Homeland Security and so far have not gotten a response. Reporting from the East Village, I'm James Ford, Pix 11 News.